Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Page number 91 and 92. To think of God, to do dhyana and meditation, to do Atma Vichara, etc. were Antima to Purva Mimamsakars. Among them, one Kumarila Bhattar came as a great proponent of their philosophy, who roundly criticized, disputed, and countered Buddhism on the grounds of ignoring karmas. In the first volume of Deivattin kural, there is a detailed description about the meaning of Kumarila Bhatta, about the meeting of Kumarila Bhatta and Adi Shankara. Another great philosopher, Uddiyana Acharya, criticized the Buddhism for not mentioning about God, not giving any room or scope for devotion. He was an expert in the art of debate as part of Nyaya Shastra. He proved that there is to be presence of a God, if only for the orderly conduct of the world affairs, if not for any costeric reasons. Today, in school textbooks, Buddha gets wide coverage, but there is no mention of Kumarila Bhatta or Uddiyana Acharya. This is due to the fact that during the time that Britishers were in power in the country, they have intentionally suppressed some facts, given more publicity to some truths selectively to manipulate the public mind. Their intention was to somehow denigrate the Hindu religion and to pull everyone towards Christianity. Even if they failed in their effort to convert the Indians to Christianity, it was acceptable. But what was not acceptable was the supremacy of the Indian culture and religion centuries or even thousands of years before the time when England was not yet out of Stone Age. After all, India was one of the countries ruled over by them. They wanted the high sophistication of Vedic cultural background to remain unknown, not only to the rest of the world, but also to Indians themselves. So what Buddha did against the Vedic way of life was given wider coverage from the primary and elementary school onwards, while all the original great thinkers of Hinduism were given the convenient go-by. Kumarila Bhattar contradicted Buddhists and convertees by re-establishing the primordial importance of karma as delineated by Vedas. Udayana chided and denied the non-godly attitude of Buddhism. Thus, these two had, to a great extent, re-established the karma and bhakti in the minds of the mass of the country. Now the Shiva Avatara, Sri Adi Shankara, came on the national scene to revive and refurbish the Hinduism and recreate the interest in the karma bhakti jnana in that order. Vishishtadvaitins and Dvaitins object to both Buddhism and Adwaitam on the grounds that the Advaitins and Buddhists are sailing in the same boat in their preoccupation and with jnana. They called or nicknamed Adi Shankara as Pracharana Bauddhar, including meaning pseudo-Buddhist. But this viewpoint is totally wrong, since Buddhists and Advaitins call the world Maya, and at the highest level of awareness, jnana, devotion, bhakti, comes to a standstill. It will seem that there is some substance in calling Adi Shankara a pseudo-Buddhist. But even a cursory analysis will reveal this criticism to be utterly baseless. When he called the Jagat, Vishwam, world, universe as Maya, Adi Shankara did not declare it as a shunyam as Buddhists did, but declared it as a temporary reality, not to be thought as a permanent truth. This Maya world does not melt away into nothingness. Instead, the world's transitoriness is what is to be understood. When you get that understanding, our own impermanence will become apparent, and our beauty lies in our identifying ourselves with the everlasting eternity of Brahman or Atma. Buddhist nirvana is a state of nothingness, whereas Adi Shankara's moksham is a state of Advaitam or oneness. Whereas of the highest reality of truth, being an awareness beyond dispute, beyond compare, Satchit Anandam. To say that the Buddhist nirvana and Adi Shankara's Advaitam is one and the same is indicative of the total lack of understanding. What is the greatness of Adi Shankara? He accepted all other Siddhantas at various levels of understanding as being true relatively. They all individually and collectively take us as the sadhakas to the end point of understanding of the awareness, that is jnana. Buddhists are those who turned away from the Vedas and Karma Marga. Adi Shankara, on the other hand, was such a staunch advocate of Veda and observance of karma. His Upadesha Saram, meaning the essence of teachings, start with the words Vedo Nityam Adhiyatam Tat Karmasu Anushtiyatam. This means that Vedas to be chanted every day. The karmas are as delineated in them to be accepted upon. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Rama 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 Rama.